All right, so first step of your muzzle conditioning, you're using a Baskerville muzzle. This is gonna look pretty much the same as what you have. If you have something else like a Jafco or another basket style muzzle, which is what I recommend, basket style muzzles, then it might look a little different. You might have to do something different. But what I like to do at the beginning is I actually just pull all that whole thing just kind of out of the way. So it's like a little cup, and I just kind of put some food in here, so that my dog can go in there with their face and eat the food out of there, and just start getting used to putting their face inside the muzzle to get the food, right? And I'm not doing anything other than just putting food in there and letting them eat it out. I'm not trying to strap it on. I'm not saying anything to them. Just put food in there and let them eat the food out of it. All right, now once you've done that for a while and they get used to eating food out of there, you've done a lot of repetition, then what you do is you start presenting the muzzle. Yes. And if they put their face in there looking for food, you're going to mark that. Right? And when I say mark that, you should already be doing marker training with your dogs so they understand this to a degree. Present the muzzle. Yes. If they put their face in there, you mark that moment that their face is in there. Right? And just a simple yes. Don't say good job and like don't add a whole bunch of stuff. Right? Simple. Yes. Right? Mark the moment the dog puts their face in. Yes. And then reward them. And I don't care that they come back out to get the reward. And if you want, you can do this as well. Yes. And you can put the food in there and they can go in and eat it. Doesn't matter all that much, right? The marking is the more important thing. Yes. Right, and I'm starting getting her to, yes, do that behavior every time I present the muzzle. So when I say yes, I pull the muzzle up here, and then when I re-present it, I'm bringing it down. Yes. Gives her an opportunity, and then I reward. Right? Yes. Yes. All right, so she only half put her face in there. I got a little picky there, and I was like, nah, I know you had to shove your full face in there, but she's trying to be really quick to get to the reward quicker, so I made her do it correctly. Yes. Yes. All right, now, once the dog's been doing that and they're really good at shoving their face in there, like every time you present it, they're doing it, then you're going to start trying to look for duration, right? And that's where I'll tell them good, and I might feed them through the muzzle. Good. Feed through the muzzle. Good. Feed through the muzzle. Good. Feed through the muzzle. Right, and it has this little cutout here and a cutout here. These ones are a little bit harder to shove treats through, but depending on your dog's face, you can kind of just slide treats through there. Good. 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 Food through there. Good. Right, food through the bottom. Good. Good, right? So she's got to learn, she's got to keep her face in there, and then I'll push the treat through, right? And I'm using good because that's our duration marker. Good. 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 Yay, right? Now, obviously I'm going through a fast-paced version of this. You would spread this out over several sessions and several days. And then at some point, while the dog's face is in there, you're starting to do things like put some food in there, and I'm going behind the head while they're eating food. See how she got nervous about that? Right, so I put some food in here, and she's going to eat the food out of there while I do something like that. And she gets used to feeling that strap go behind her ears. Right, I put a little food in there. She goes in, and pulling that strap there so she can feel that. Very nice, right? And we start desensitizing the idea of getting it strapped on. Right, so food goes in. But she wanted to pull her head out, so we want to try and make sure she stays in there. Good girl, yeah, good job. Put some food in there. Right, and one of the things I do, if you want to look, if you show the camera in there, is that I have the food, but it's a little bit down in there, so she really has to dig for it. I don't have it pressed up through the basket. It's down in there, so when she's in there digging for the food, I have that time to be messing with the strap, right, and making that work for her. Right. Now, once you've kind of gone through that process a lot, at some point in time you'll want to actually get the muzzle strapped on, but it takes some time to get there. Like I said, several days, maybe even several weeks, doing numerous sessions, getting the dog prepared for receiving the muzzle on the face and it getting strapped on. And once you start getting it to the point where you're strapping it on, then you're just doing reward work through there. You might even do a little bit of engagement work to get the dogs adjusted to wearing it and moving around with it on the face, not just getting it put on and sitting in one place. So take your time with it, and always maintain your muzzle conditioning as well. Don't just put it on for the stressful moments. Put it on for various moments and get the dog to understand that it's not always getting put on for stressful moments like the vet or the groomer or nail trims, but it could be getting put on for various things. Good girl. Yes. Good. All done.